Hi guys, this is Daryl at Inda-Gro at San Diego Hydroponics. This is an Inda-Gro dealer, and as I pan around here, you'll probably recall that this had been a comparison grow of aquaponics. In the background was our Inda-Gro 200 on top, and each manifold had hundreds beneath. But yesterday we retrofitted the vertical T5s and a 400 watt Metal Halide over to the Inda-Gro, so both systems are entirely Inda-Gro right now. And I'm going to introduce you to the gentleman that's responsible for this, Anthony from San Diego Hydroponics, and William West of Weedley News. Guys, thanks for being interviewed today. What do you think, Anthony?
I think it's actually doing really great after extended use of the Inda-Gro lights. We've had much more lush growth on the left-hand side of the system. On the right side, we just replaced the lights. They used to be fluorescents, and we had really droopy growth.
And those were the verticals?
Yes.
So I noticed when I was here yesterday as we were changing these out, it's very dark under the vertical T5 side, and the fish wouldn't go over there. But now you've got a very even visual to the eye. It's got some impact. Can you tell us a little bit about the plants that we see on the left manifold?
On the left side, we've got different kinds of lettuce that we've got growing. We've been harvesting them, eating them. The Wandering Jew here has been just thriving under the conditions. The one on the left here is just actually probably going to mirror this one here.
And literally this has been like 12 hours roughly?
Yes.
Okay, under the Inda-Gros.
And so you can see the eggplant here is actually doing really well. It loves the extra light.
It's already responding, isn't it?
Very well.
And it seems like the fish are happier. They're moving more around to both sides of the pool.
They're doing great. I'm sure they're not complaining about that.
So we have, what's this, a Wandering Jew?
Yep. It's usually an outside plant. It's used indoors, but under this extra light, it's just doing really well. We have another example of the Wandering Jew. It's just not doing nearly as well. Okay,
and then you're responsible for the construction of this and day-to-day management of it, so you get a real hands-on for this.
Every day I'm changing drip lines, filters. It's a lot of work, but with the extra light, it's going to do a lot better.
So do you see people pulling veg off of this daily?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it'd be a good thing to have for like a convalescent home or a communal area. You know, maybe a common area where 3 families get to pull.
It would be great because all the people who are harvesting off of it would be able to contribute to the care of it, which really is a daily requirement.
It really is. And have you found this to be less trouble in terms of this aquaponic system? In terms of nutrients and all that? The fish waste is what creates the nutrients to the soil or the root systems.
Initially there is a learning curve, but once the fish build that microbiological system in the water and you have a high nutrient buildup, the plants respond well and everything kind of takes care of itself. If the fish are healthy and the plants are healthy, your pH will remain constant. All you really need to do is add water and feed the fish.
And the fish propagate when they're happy. You have baby fish.
When you have a healthy system also, you have fewer pests. So if you take care of the fish, give them good food, keep your filters clean, it really can be an easy project.
Now I've noticed the plants get really close to the lamp, so obviously you're not throwing as much heat off of these lamps, and it seems like the leaves themselves get happy with the spectrums.
Yeah.
Have you seen some flowering, any peppers and things of that nature?
Yeah, we actually just finished the pepper harvest. Some of our other stores really do well with chili peppers. Here we love to grow the leafy greens for our juicer.
Oh, okay.
And it's something that a lot of people with a high volume can partake in, as opposed to chilies.
And I think the geometry of the fixtures, you're not having to look at light blinding the eye, it's putting it more on the plants. That's an attraction too. So I think more people will notice aquaponics as a whole.
For our system, yeah, definitely. For our system, the new lights kind of give it a better visual appeal with horizontal lines rather than having a bunch of vertical fluorescence.
And how's our internodal spacing?
It's actually doing really well on this side. These are the older plants. The plants that were on this side that just got the Inda-Gro are a little bit stretchier, but once they have a few more days with the system, they'll definitely increase in size.
All right, well, I know it's a busy store, guys. Next time you're in San Diego, stop at San Diego Hydroponics. Come on and introduce yourself to Anthony. All right, brother, take good care of him.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Happy 420. Hi guys, this is Daryl at Inda-Gro, and today is 420 Day, so we're celebrating at San Diego Hydroponics. This is an Inda-Gro dealer, and as I pan around here, you'll probably recall that this had been a comparison grow of Aquaponics. In the background was our Inda-Gro 200 on top, and each manifold had hundreds beneath. But yesterday we retrofitted the vertical T5s and a 400 watt Metal Halide over to the Inda-Gro, so both systems are entirely Inda-Gro right now. And I'm going to introduce you to the gentleman that's responsible for this, Anthony from San Diego Hydroponics, and William West of Weedley News. Guys, thanks for being interviewed today. What do you think, Anthony?
I think it's actually doing really great after extended use of the Inda-Gro lights. We've had much more lush growth on the left-hand side of the system. On the right side, we just replaced the lights. They used to be fluorescents, and we had really droopy growth.
And those were the verticals?
Yes.
So I noticed when I was here yesterday as we were changing these out, it's very dark under the vertical T5 side, and the fish wouldn't go over there. But now you've got a very even visual to the eye. It's got some impact. Can you tell us a little bit about the plants that we see on the left manifold?
On the left side, we've got different kinds of lettuce that we've got growing. We've been harvesting them, eating them. The Wandering Jew here has been just thriving under the conditions. The one on the left here is just actually probably going to mirror this one here.
And literally this has been like 12 hours roughly?
Yes.
Okay, under the Inda-Gros.
And you can see the eggplant here is actually doing really well. It loves the extra light.
It's already responding, isn't it?
Very well.
And it seems like the fish are happier. They're moving more around to both sides of the pool.
They're doing great. I'm sure they're not complaining about that.
So we have Inda-Gro today. It's 10 days now that we've been on the Inda-Gro Aquaponic System. And as you can see, the plants are coming up quite nicely. Good color. Anthony's not with us today, but I have Ryan Acosta. He's our store manager. Ryan, what can you tell me? Is that eggplant I see in the background?
Yeah, the eggplant, everything is responding super well. I think we said in the last video, the reason why we went with Inda-Gro on both sides is just the tightness of the plants. The heads of the lettuce are growing a lot tighter together. The color looks a lot better. The plants just look better, period. We're probably going to end up harvesting both sides at the same time to restart them all even.
Okay.
But again, just after 10 days, I feel like there's been a huge turnaround in the quality of growth.
And I'm certain that we're seeing more development here on the left manifold too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's really coming along nicely.
Trimmed a little bit of stuff back up. I think Anthony was telling us earlier that Wandering Jew just kind of gets out of control. It's one of those plants that.
It's an outdoor plant too, right? The Wandering Jew.
I'm pretty sure it's like an outdoor ground cover type plant. They just get going. But the lettuce looks great. I mean, the Inda-Gros are definitely pretty amazing, having that full spectrum. Again, with this plant that we see here, we're starting to get some little flower sites in there.
And that's 10 days ago that we basically put that in.
Yes, sir. And again, more flower sites, more nodes. It's working out pretty well. We'll see how that ends up at the end, for the harvest.
Well, we'll check back with you in another couple of weeks, but right now you think you're going to be harvesting both sides, every couple, 3 weeks?
Something like that. It all definitely depends on what we end up putting in there. The eggplant will stay. The Wandering Jew we might cut back, but the lettuces will be cycling out pretty often for salads for ourselves, pretty much.
So there you have it, guys. This is Daryl and Ryan here at San Diego Hydroponics on Napier Street. I encourage you to come on by, have a look at our koi and tilapia. They seem to be doing quite nicely too,
The tilapia might be coming out of there pretty soon too.
Why?
Fish tacos.
Well, that is definitely one way to complete the cycle. Thanks, guys. Come on back. See you later. Hi, YouTube. This is Daryl at Inda-Gro. Today is May 16th, and I'm here with Anthony at San Diego Hydroponics. And I am showing you what is about 3 weeks worth of grow now on the right system. So, Anthony, I mean, literally this caught up with the left manifold in, what, in the last week or two?
Probably, 2 weeks, I think, 3 weeks maybe.
Now this is really dense veg. Look at that eggplant.
That's been great. It's actually flowering now.
Oh, nice. I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of new shoots,
all
kinds of flower sites.
And you think it's getting all its energy mostly from this 100 water here?
That and just some diffuse sunlight.
Diffuse sunlight only.
But the roots are just like super thick.
Let me get a shot of that.
They look real good
too.
yes.
Very healthy plants.
I mean, I'm real surprised.
And you're pulling veg off these already, huh?
Yeah. I knew that the leafy greens were going to do well, but I'm real surprised the eggplant's doing great.
And I see you're letting them crawl right up into the lamp, so you just got to trim that back a little bit, huh?
Well, we just got to get it even, actually.
What are you planning on doing with the top manifold? Anything?
The top, actually, I think I'm going to bring that light out onto this top rail here so that it's even.
Okay.
Parallel with that top tube.
Okay, and let them run at the same angle as the manifold?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun to try too.
Yeah. That way, everything will look the same.
And yeah, you don't really have any open pots for the back side of this manifold anyway, so
yeah, exactly.
It would work better that way. Okay, YouTube, I wanted everybody to see where we're at in 3 weeks of development here at Napier Street, San Diego Hydroponics. Please stop by, have a look at it for yourself, say hi to Anthony.